Oh, yeah, no doubt. Like, the person that
Nice.
wrote this, they knew what they were doing. They're like, well, we can't just do it just because. We have to make a reason for it. And, like, the reason slowly progresses even more degenerate.
Those two are not like the characters in the anime. I don't know who those are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Those aren't the main characters?
I don't know why they're showing them.
Yeah, those are two totally different characters.
So you like the heights to be a little bit.
It's not just the heights. It's just when I see the heights in anime specifically, in my mind, I know where it's supposed to be. I know where they're going with it. I know what they're thinking with it, you know? Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are back. The beginning of the year in a nice -4-degree weather. But we're not in -4. We're in like what, 25?
It's 2 degrees.
In here.
Oh, baby, we have this multi-million-dollar studio,
Yeah.
so of course
Yeah. Of
warm.
course, it's nice and warm for us. So while we're out of that cold, we're going to be doing a podcast today for you. Well, today, I don't know if I even said Life is Daijoubu. That's the show we're doing. Here we are. This is episode 41. We passed 40 last time, which was the 2023 year. But today we're going to be doing the 2024 winter season
42.
preview.
It's 42.
This is 42?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Whoops. I already whiffed it, didn't I? At the very beginning of the year, first episode, whiffing it.
No one cares.
No one really cares. I personally don't really care, to be honest.
Well, I mean,
Nobody cares.
you're the creator of the show. If you don't care, no one else should.
Well, I mean, I just put the number so it's easy to, like, organize. That's pretty much it. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, today we're going to be doing that. I completely spaced getting news. I know there were some anime announcements, and that's about it. So, if you know, you know. So we're not going to be doing a news segment today.
And besides, we're probably want to spend more time looking through the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be able to spend more time.
Oh, there is one.
you
Doro
going?
Hedoro finally is getting a
Yes.
sequel.
That was the big one that I had saw. Doro is getting a sequel. Basically, the director for Attack on Titan said, okay, I'm done with this, and I can finally go back to do this.
Yeah.
So,
I know what happens.
what a nerd. This guy's a nerd,
I
and he
have
reads
all
ahead.
the manga. And I haven't read it all yet.
I read Thane's manga before him.
Yeah.
That guy reads ahead. He's a nerd. I swear there was one more other, like, news thing that I was like, oh, that could be good. Clearly not good enough for me to remember. So let's just jump into this then. Let's just go right on into the winter 2024 season. Before we do, like, go one by one, what are you guys feeling about this season so far? We're about 2 weeks in. We've watched like an episode 1 or an episode 2 of pretty much all of our shows at this point. I don't think there's any stragglers. For me anyway, there's not.
I think this season's going to be incredibly average.
There's gonna be a few shows that'll carry it, and obviously I'll tell them. Well, one of them's free run since it's carryover, but there's another show that's probably gonna carry it, and it's like, yeah, it's gonna be good for that show.
I think that's the only show that I've seen the first couple episodes, and I'm like, wow, I want more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was literally thinking this yesterday as I was getting caught up on my shows. I was like, dang, what is it with, like, these shows that I enjoy, but, like, they're not incredible, you know? They're just there. I'm just watching them because I like them, and they're right, you know, they're mid. They're mid. Let's be honest, they're mid. And so what's the difference between that and, like, the shows that you really like? Like, it's just crazy how much of a leap there is. One show, I'm not going to say which because we haven't talked about any of it yet. One show I was watching was episode 2 of it. I kept, like, dozing off. Granted, I was freaking tired yesterday for travel reasons, but I kept dozing off during this show, and, like, I'd, like, fall asleep for half a second, wake up, you know, do that whole thing. And then the next shows I watched, which were, like, Freerun and Apothecary Diaries, the carryovers, essentially, and wide awake, literally just glued to the screen. And it's just like, there's a huge gap right there, you know?
Yeah.
It's just the quality, everything about it. I don't know what it is, but, like,
I think a big thing for me is just mood. Dude, sometimes I'm in the mood for hot garbage and like slice of life. Not saying all slice of life is hot garbage, but Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I want to see people blow up and do cool things.
Yeah.
Get blown up.
And I don't know what kind of mood I'm in right now because
Yeah.
I feel like my shows, I have a good base of it. Like I'm covering a lot of ground. There's just not much there for me, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm depressed.
Hopefully not.
Just kidding.
I don't know. Yeah, I realized this where I was just like, dang, the shows that hit really hit, but the shows that don't right now are just they're kind of just there. And I feel bad because I do like them, but I don't like them enough for them to be absolute
They're the
bangers.
filler arc of the anime season.
Honestly, they're the filler episodes of my anime watching experience.
Yikes.
Also, this is the lowest amount that I've ever picked for a season, even
how many
since
did you
like
pick?
season 1. I think I've only have like six new ones, and then like the 2 carryovers.
Yeah, that's less than me. I have 10 new ones plus the 2 carryovers. Although I'm not going to watch the carryovers until it's finished. I want to just binge those.
Dang, crazy man, I couldn't do it.
I have like 4 carryovers.
My carryovers are bangers.
That's why I want to
I
wait.
can't do it, dude.
Because I know I'm going to watch
I like my carryovers.
You got the 2 that we have. What's your
Yeah,
other 2?
Shangri-La Frontier and Undead Unluck.
Okay, I knew
Yeah.
Shangri-La was. I don't know. Undead Unluck was. I guess while we're there, what are the carryovers that we're all watching? Obviously, we got Frieren, and we've got Apothecary Diaries, and then you said Shangri-La Frontier and Undead Unluck. Is that it? Is that all that we're watching anyway?
I dropped my other ones.
Okay, and that was another carryover that you dropped. Got it. So those are the carryovers we're watching. We'll quickly, when we get down to it, we'll quickly like go over all the different carryovers that we're watching. But for now, we're just going to be going over the seasonal stuff, the new, quote-unquote, new stuff. And let's go ahead and get started. Let's go down the row like we always do. We're going to be going alphabetical order, and
So for these first 2, I don't know why they're at the top.
maybe it's the little the number and the quotation thing probably.
Yeah, it's probably the...
Yeah, it's got to be
Yeah,
that.
because if you go down here, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the number and the quotation thing. So we're like... In the past, we try to like read a bit of it. I don't think it's going to be happening this time. I think it's just going to be if we're interested in it from the title and the picture, then we can, okay? And I guess that's one of us is going to kind of make the distinction that they're interested enough to go ahead and read it. And if you are, go ahead and just jump in and read after we talk a little bit about it. All right, so I'll start. We've got first up is 'Tis Time for Torture Princess.
I'm watching this one.
You're watching this one.
It's bad. It's bad. It's well, it's like it's supposed to be like a comedy, like a stupid bad. Basically, this princess has been captured, and every episode she's getting tortured by some means. But it's like episode 1, they torture her with food.
Oh.
Episode 2, they torture her with video games. So they basically are like finding things that she likes and just torturing her with them. And then they get a little bit of information. Like the last episode I just watched, 2 new characters roll up, and the main girl's like, hey, I'm not going to torture you today. It's going to be these 2 devil homies. And the devil homies roll up with Switch Joy-Cons, and they're like, hey, let's game. And she's like, no, I don't want to game. Okay, I'll game. And then she gives up.
And they just play Smash Bros. For the
It's
rest of the night.
stupid. Yeah, it's really dumb. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it. It's almost too dumb. And then she has like that sword companion. He's just like, no, princess, you're a badass. Why are you doing this? Every episode. And it's just like, I don't know. How many more stupid things are they going to do?
Nice.
So it's about what I would give it as a 6.
A 6.
Yeah.
You want to go to the next one thing, then we'll go Skylar and just keep looping.
We have 7th Time Loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. Another villainous show.
I'm also watching this one.
Oh, my God.
I considered watching this one because of the time loop thing. I thought that might be interesting. But I looked a little bit into it, and I was like, oh, eh. So what do you got to say about us, guy?
It's about where we're at, like, without spoiling it. I guess it says it right there, but that main bad-looking dude at the top, the first episode, he kills her, and then she wakes up, and she's like, haha, but I've done this 7 times. And so we're just going through her different lives of showing how things escalated to that point. I think it's interesting. I'm going to keep watching it. Because it's got that mystery aspect of...
Not a droppable one yet.
Yeah, not yet. 2 episodes in, I'm like, yeah, this is cool.
What if it's that mystery aspect you were saying when you like those? Like, Is it like a decent mystery or just like okay, I guess it'd be fun to know about that.
I mean, the mystery is, why is this guy in love with me, and why does he kill me at some point?
Oh.
That's
it. Fun. Well,
next one.
Oh no, Sky, quit it.
We got it's called A Sign of Affection. I'm also watching this one. This one's really cute, by the way.
Okay.
So this is about that pink-haired girl. She's deaf, so she cannot hear, and she's falling in love with white-haired boy. It's just a romance, but it's like an interesting take on it because she can't hear.
Yeah. I like
a sign of affection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right there.
It's right there in the title.
I already watched A Silent Voice, so I'm good.
Yeah, it's literally my thoughts, too, Thane. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, well, I've already seen something like this. Do I need it?
Probably not, but it's really cute.
The fact it's got an 80 so far kind of is like, maybe.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, no joke. This is one of the few shows where I'm like, dang, I want a little bit more.
When we get like halfway through the season, just tell me if it's like a must watch or not, and then I might go back and watch it. Because as of right now, I'm very much so just like, eh. All right, now we've got Banished from the Hero's Party. I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside, season 2.
With the
Never
title,
watched
with the title like that,
one.
it's kind of beyond me that it got a season 2. But hey, good for him.
I almost watched this, but then I saw the season 2 at the end, and I said, "Oh, I've not seen season 1. Looks like I'm not watching it."
Yeah.
Based off of that title, I'm like, wow, this is just a slice of life.
I love bad titles, so
Well, at least slop anime get the second season, man. Here we are waiting for Chainsaw. We got a movie coming.
yeah.
Next one is Blue Exorcist, Shimane Illuminati Saga. I'm reading the manga. I don't care for the anime. I heard the anime's bad.
Is it a spinoff?
No, this is...
Season 3.
Yeah, it's like season 3.
Hot take, but I really want shows to put the number in whatever season it is.
What if it's like season 4, part 7?
That hurts, but it's better than that.
Yeah.
Because at least
You
I
know
know
which order to watch,
exactly.
yeah.
At least I know that it's
I get
I
not.
that.
think in this season they fight Lucifer, who's different from Satan.
Oh, are they like
Because
cousins?
Lucifer's light-based. They're like... Yeah, they're kind of like siblings. They're kind of like brothers. They got several. They got Azazel. They got... I don't remember the rest of them, but Beelzebub. Like, any name for the devil or like... really
Diablo?
well known. There's no Diablo. That's just...
Not yet.
That's just devil in Spanish.
I like Beelzebub. That's my favorite one. It's a funny sounding word. So it's Blue Exorcist. More shonen stuff.
Yeah. It's more shonen.
Cool. Next, we have bottom tier character Tomazaki second stage.
There you go. There's a 2.
That's the season 2.
Yep.
I can read the description. The second season of Jakuchara.
That looks like a harem, right? There's no way that's not a harem. I don't know anything about it.
I'm looking at it and I
There's
get like
3
Horimiya
dudes.
vibes because there's several dudes.
Oh, so they're just hanging. Just,
Oh, wait,
just
there's
chilling.
a dude on the PSP, but the title's blocking it.
Is he's probably
Oh,
the main one, right?
yeah. I see it. Nice.
Yep.
All right, next up. We got Brave Bang Bravern.
It's an alliteration.
Sounds like a freaking
I avoid
toy.
those.
Sounds like a toy line show. See the mech.
Yeah, that picture, honestly, I instantly saw that and I thought Gurren Lagann. I won't lie.
Yeah.
I definitely thought that. I felt like that's kind of what they were going for. I'm not going to lie. Based on that rating,
Psy Games. There
seems
you
like it's a
go.
dumpy.
You see the Psy Games, you're like, oh, mobile game.
Psy Games, that's what they do.
Yeah, that's like the Grand Blue Fantasy guys.
So,
There you go.
there you go. There's your mecha of the season, it looks like.
Yep. Mid mecha according to the rating.
Yeah, according to the ratings.
Next we got Buchigiri. I watched the trailer for this. It looks kind of like one of those shows.
What do
where,
you mean?
like, it's trying to appeal to women.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know about this one.
is it like BL?
It's like subtext. It's like
Oh.
it's not not fully crossing
It's
the line.
it's like when
Just edging.
Yeah.
when Merrick takes off his shirt in Yu-Gi-Oh, what's it called, Battle City arc, and all the fangirls are like, "Dang, dude, look at that back!"
Yeah,
and then
it's
Bakura
definitely
walks up and starts licking it. He doesn't do that, but he wishes he did.
My gosh. Yeah, it's definitely one of the female bait shows.
It's crazy that,
Yeah.
like, in hindsight, this is really off topic, but I just got thinking, Yu-Gi-Oh is kind of that. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a bunch of like studly looking dudes. There's only like one girl,
Yeah.
or two if you want to count the Dark Magician girl. But let's be honest, we're not really counting her.
Except this show wants to attract girls, so it makes the boys look way prettier than a regular shonen.
I mean, like, well, I guess that's not true. I feel like a lot of anime, you kind of get a bit of both. You get the beta male that becomes awesome, or you just get alpha.
Yeah, that's true.
But you could get the alpha that looks like a beta, like in
Judge.
Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a beta, doesn't he?
He does look like a beta, but
All
he's
those,
Kirito's
all those
quite a beta.
isekai protagonists look like betas.
And the same. They all have the black
Yeah.
hair with the black jacket.
In fact, they have beta personalities. The only thing that makes them alpha is that they do something broken.
like grab boobies
Yeah.
Or dual-willed.
Yeah.
or use a sword that's broken to just counter everybody and
Yeah.
grab boobies.
But that's not an isekai.
It's a fantasy.
Yeah.
Isn't that the
That's
same
just a
thing?
Sorry, I didn't know we were talking specifically about isekai.
Oh, you're the one who brought isekai, so that's why I thought
No,
we were
he
talking.
did.
Oh.
Yeah, most.
Oh,
yeah,
I
most
guess I
isekai
I
said- I thought you
look
did.
like betas.
Anyway.
Next, we have Card Fight Vanguard
Divins.
Divinas.
What?
Divians.
What season is this? Is like
I don't know.
sixth season of Card Fight Vanguard.
Probably even more. It's been around. Oh, it's been around for like a decade now, probably.
I've never heard of this. I don't think I'll ever watch it.
I've seen it around. It's like one of those, not as big as like big in Japan, but nowhere near as big as Yu-Gi-Oh. Like it's one of those card game animes.
Yeah.
Did you know that Duel Masters is still going in Japan and America? Just like
You're
wet fart.
kidding. It's not. Is it really?
Yes, it's still going.
Like the anime too?
Yeah.
Or what?
and the card game, like it was a wet fart in America.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah. But these card games, man, they're popular in Japan.
Man. Who knew? Anyway, moving on, we've got Chained Soldier, nominee to be the best of this season.
This is the hentai of the season, right?
I don't know about that.
I'm lying. It's not gonna be the best this season.
Be the horniest.
Are you both watching? I know Thane is. You're not watching
I'm
this guy?
watching it.
I read the manga, so I know what happens, and it's surprisingly as far deeper than just the boobies would have you believe.
All right.
But the
Cool.
boobies are nice. I can't deny that. That is a fact.
Surprisingly, we've only seen one pair so far on these 2 episodes.
It's pretty tame early on, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like what's weird is like they haven't even introduced why it fits in, why the fan service even fits the power system. It does. It really does. But like when they do like introduce that, it's weird. Like I said, it's weird they haven't done it yet. But when they do introduce it, it'll slowly progress to more degeneracy. That's all I'm gonna say.
So
like
there's strategy and methodicalness to the titties.
oh yeah, no doubt. Like the person that
Nice.
wrote this, they knew what they were doing. They're like, well, we can't just do it just cause. We have to make a reason for it. And like the reason slowly progresses even more degenerate. So look forward to that one, all you degenerates out there. Me and Thane get it.
Yeah.
He wasn't gonna do it at first. He thought about it. Moving on.
Cherry Magic. Cherry Magic. 30 years of virginity can make you a wizard?
Yo.
Question
mark?
Question mark? Explanation point?
This looks like a BL.
I think it is. This is one of the ones I was interested in. And then I read it and said, oh,
Then why
I'm
am
not
I
interested
not a wizard
anymore.
yet?
Because you're not gay,
Yeah, that's true.
unless you are.
No,
you are a
I'm not.
wizard.
No, I'm not.
Are you a wizard?
Are you a wizard, Harry?
You're a Thane. You're a wizard Thane.
Next, we have Classroom of the Elite Season 3.
Banger right there. Banger alert.
I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, absolute banger alert.
Yeah.
Watch Classroom of the Elite. It's a fun stuff. Ayano Koji is the typical person that every weeb wants to be, but will never be. It's really funny to see some of the people online say things like, they're like, I'm just like Ayano Koji. I'm like,
You should comment and say, no,
Yeah,
you're
right.
just like Kazuya.
it's a fun show. Honestly, there's good mind games with it. Honestly, it's a Skylar show if you eventually want to give it a shot one day. But
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's gonna go for. Like, we're in season 3. I don't know if the light novel's even done yet or not. Fun show.
Next we got Delicious in Dungeon. It's great. You should watch it. It's from Trigger. It's got a unique concept on dungeon exploring where you go inside. It's like, hey, let's prep our own food. The elf chick's like opposed to it, but they find a dwarf guy. He's like, I know how to prep food in the dungeon, and these prep fruit out of monsters. It's fun.
I'll have to give it a shot. I didn't know it was Studio Trigger, so
Yeah.
that makes me more
And
interested.
also, I heard great things about the manga. Someone even in the comments who were bold to say that he's read both Free Ren and Delicious Dungeon. He preferred that. It's like, I don't know about that. I think you're capping, but
I think you'll cap.
Maybe he just really likes food.
probably.
Could be a thing.
Next, we have Delusional Monthly Magazine.
Wow. Look at that score.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
Oh,
it's a
from
great score.
OLM too. Jeez.
I think the drone haircut says it all.
Yeah.
Dr. Elise, the royal lady with the lamp. So this was another one that I read, and I was like, okay, we're doing something. And then I saw the royal lady with the lamp, and I was just like, what the? Why she got a lamp? Why'd they care to put that in the title? Is it really that weird? Like, I don't know.
I think it's supposed to be a reference to Florence Nightingale. Is she a doctor?
I don't know.
Yeah, she's a doctor.
Oh yeah, Dr. Yeah. I don't know. This
Yeah.
one, it looked like it had potential. I don't know. I didn't watch anything about it. I literally just read a little bit about it and said, maybe. And then I also saw how little she looked compared to the guy, and I was really turned off by that.
So you
Okay.
like the heights to be a little bit.
It's not just the heights. It's just when I see the heights in anime specifically, in my mind, I know where it's supposed to be. I know where they're going with it. I know what they're thinking with it. You know.
Yikes.
Yep.
Honestly, I don't think it looks that bad, but
It looks like she's 7 compared to that 25-year-old.
It has
all
the
I'm gonna
sad
say.
face emoji.
It does have the sad face emoji, so maybe
As-
other people don't like
as
it.
the average face emoji, actually. The sad face is for the red.
Oh yeah, the sad face is the real frown.
Yeah. It's like apathetic.
Yeah.
Here's one gushing over magical girls. I heard that they actually do show nipples uncensored on this, so I skimmed through it. I was like, wow, they do. I'm not watching this. I mean, I like nipples, but like this is just literally like fetish stuff where it's like a magical girl who likes magical girls, and then like an animal companion like in magical girl anime comes in, but it's like the twist is, oh, you have to whip him and torture him. You got to be the villain. She's like, what? And so the other magical girls just get whipped and tortured. I'm like, oh my god.
I feel like once upon a time I was on Reddit and I saw that pop up as like the manga or something, like chapter 1 or something. They were showing it off, and I was like, oh, it's kind of like an isekai. And then I kept going and went,
It's not an isekai.
oh, okay now.
Is it kind of like Prison School with its over the topness?
It's way more over the top.
Oh,
There's
God.
like subtle. There's like, well, I don't know if subtlety, but there's like a line with Prison School where it's like, actually, this one's not even that over the top. Prison School's actually fun when you watch it. This one's just whipping. They're
Yeah,
getting whipped and
like
hearing
kind of like an
moaning noises.
isekai. I just meant like the weird situation, normal person put in
It's an ecchi.
almost like a new world, the same world or whatever. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay, bye.
It's etchy, hard etchy.
Nice. Next, we have High Card Season 2. I'm 2 episodes in.
Yeah. So earlier when I mentioned that show that I kept falling asleep in, it was this.
Oof.
And like, I still really like it. It still feels really good, like High Card Season 1 did. And the story is very interesting, as it always was. But at this point, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's fun. It's good. It's got some good stuff in it, but it's nothing's like making me keep my eyes glued to the screen, and I'm not sure what would do it. That said, like, it's good. Like, they clearly have a better budget this time around. Like, the animation quality is far better than it was last season.
About the ending, there was a fun one for the first season, and they realized, wow, that was way too expensive to make. So they made a slideshow for the second ending. It's like, oh.
Oh, yeah. The opening and the ending is very different.
Yeah.
And, like, the tones are different from the previous season as well. That said, I think the opening is better than the other opening. I think this opening is the better of the two. All right, now we've got Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable. This was another one of those that I'd thought about watching, but it just didn't interest me.
Her boobs are huge.
It's because I did not think they were super adorable from the picture, and so I did not watch.
It got a great percent.
Yeah, that's honestly
69.
pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Ishira, I'm watching this one. It's one of those super edgy fantasy shows, and the kid with the tracksuit and the chipped sword, he might be an isekai protagonist, but they kind of like. It's heavily implied, but you're not 100% sure. I was like, all right, the first episode's like, this is super edgy, and like I don't really like this guy. Then the second episode, they show another character. It's like, oh, it's an ensemble thing. This could be interesting. So they're like showing different angles of characters. So it's like, I might stick with this, but if it doesn't do anything for me in like 3 episodes, I might just drop it.
It's got that free rent copycat there too.
Yeah.
The one in the front?
Yeah, green.
Twin tails?
Yep.
You got white hair and twin tails. You're now officially free rent for the rest of eternity.
Yeah.
That made me think though, like, what if they did do like an isekai, but the main character wasn't the person isekai'd, and like that's part of like the mystery is like the main character is like suspicious along with the audience, so they're suspicious about the person coming from another world, and eventually it becomes revealed that they were, and then you hear about their past story and stuff. That'd be kind of interesting. That'd be a unique twist on it that I haven't seen.
Good.
Next we have Kingdom Season 5.
I always thought about watching the show, and then I see the backlog is like the first 2 seasons are like 39 episodes each. I'm like, oh Lord,
Yeah.
that's a lot to watch.
Kingdom's supposed to be one of those like GOATs, greatest of all times.
Yeah.
And the more that they make of it, the more I go, dang. Probably never gonna watch it. It's a maybe someday, but we'll see.
I'm already doing another big anime watch thing.
Yeah.
I think for these bigger shows, what I want to do is just give it like an arc. Give it an arc or two, and if it grabs me, then I'll keep going.
Problem with Kingdom is apparently the first 2 seasons heavily uses CGI, but the third season like cuts to CGI, and people say that animation for the season 3 looks amazing. Like animation from then on looks amazing, but
yeah, and I guess I should preface my earlier comment. When people say this is a GOAT, I've never heard anybody say the anime is the GOAT. The manga is the GOAT. So I just assumed that the anime was probably just as good.
Season 4 is really highly rated, so
yeah.
Nice.
Next up, we've got Season 2 of Mashal, Magic and Muscles. I'm not watching this.
I already read the manga, and I watched the first season. I thought, wow, for A1 Pictures, the animation's pretty bad. So, yeah, I dropped the first season. I don't really plan to watch the second.
Nice. I dropped the manga after 1 chapter, so I'm with you.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, Sky?
It's got the happy face.
He's got the happy face.
Somebody likes it.
It's technically the 3rd most favorite of these, which is surprising.
Yeah.
Cool.
Next, we got Meiji Gakken 1874. Sounds like a freaking album. I don't know anything about this.
It's got the sad face.
It's got pretty low. So, yeah, I don't know.
It's got an original
anime. It's original anime, so yeah, I couldn't tell you anything. There's no source.
Yep.
Next we have Metallic Rouge. I'm watching this one. I've watched 2 episodes? No,
it's
1 episode.
It's only 1 episode right now.
I feel like I stepped into a season 2.
Really?
Yeah, it drops you right in the middle.
Interesting. Based on the tags, it's a mecha, and it's also by Studio Bones, which is a really good studio.
When they say mecha, they mean like they're androids, and then they put on like an Iron Man like exosuit.
Oh.
So, but I mean, if you still like mecha, then I guess it will work.
Are you watching it as well, Thane?
Yeah.
Nice.
I like the opening. It sounds very 90s-esque.
The fight scene was really cool.
Yeah.
The fight scenes
and the music behind it was amazing.
Yeah. But I do feel lost. I feel like I just got dropped into freaking
I'm feeling
D-Day.
like, they're going to like clear up everything, maybe even show like more past stuff. It's like one of those like puzzle piece stories.
Nice. All right, now we have Mr. Villain's Day Off. Now, I was instantly turned off at this one because the main character looks like Comey from Comey-san's brother from Comey Can't Communicate. And I was just like, Comey kind of bad. Her brother's okay, but he doesn't really have a character other than not having a character. And so I saw this and I was just like, yeah, nah, not happening. Sorry, Mr. Villain and your panda.
Who's next?
You.
Yusa.
My instant death ability is overpowered. Just sounds like an isekai.
I'm not watching it, but maybe I should, right?
Dime a dozen, man.
The whole class is, according to the description, the whole class was transported. So, like, the whole class is isekai'd. Okay.
You know, like, I remember seeing this one and I thought, oh, that'd be cool. I like isekai. Then I saw instant death and I was just like, well, how fun's that if you just walk around killing people instantly? But then, like, it's an anime. They don't really kill people that often unless it's, like, obviously going to do it. And this is listed as a comedy, so maybe I'll give it a shot.
Next, we have Pon no Michi.
Another original by OLM.
Bunch of cute girls. Some of them have really big boobs.
See what these...
It's got to be cute girls doing cute stuff, huh?
It's 59%. You can see that OLM, like, all their talent is just going to Pokemon right now. And then everything else, they're just kind of...
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Their Pokemon series is doing really good. Well, I don't know if it's doing good, but it looks really nice.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
It probably is doing good. There's millions of kids in
I'm
Japan
sure,
probably
yeah.
sitting down every Saturday or whatever.
Now we've got Sasaki, and Peeps. The picture looks really cool. I know nothing about this though. I'm not watching this. You guys watching this?
Nope.
Comedy fantasy? Yeah, I don't know.
Novel.
I don't know where this
Looks like a little girl with a guy.
Maybe that's why I didn't watch it. I feel like I saw a lot of that this season and I instantly was turned off from it. But like looking at it again, it's like, dang, this could be interesting. It doesn't say romance. The fact it doesn't have the romance tag makes me also all more interested because it does in fact show a little looking person and a bigger looking person. Oh. Yep.
Next we got Sengoku Yoku. I'm watching this one.
Is that Inuyasha?
No, but it could be.
You really got in there, Sky.
It's a shonen. The first episode was fun. Just have to see how much. It's supposed to be 39 episodes, so in it for the long run if you want to watch the whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shaman King Flowers.
Sequel to Shaman King.
It got the sad face.
I've never cared about Shaman King that much, so...
It was originally a Shonen Jump manga, then Kodansha got the rights to it.
And then they made a bunch of spin-off manga. Apparently, this is one of the spin-off mangas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This is like the sequel, I think.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know anything about Shaman King. I'm sure there's people out there that like it, but apparently not 41% of them do.
Yeah, at least the sequel.
Yeah, at least the sequel. Now we have, I'm going to butcher this word, it's probably French, Snack Bassu.
Bussy.
Bassi.
Basui?
Basui. Snack Basui. I literally don't remember seeing this until right now.
Gag manga.
The guy in the bottom left just I would never watch this literally because the guy in the bottom left, he reminds me of that guy, that Titan from Attack on Titan, that the black hair with the big, it looks like Frodo kind of thing. That's what people say. I don't like it. It scares me. It's a 48%.
Looks uncanny compared to all their faces.
Yes, very much so does.
Ugh.
Oh hell yeah! We got Solo Leveling, best anime next to Free Run, if it's new, best anime this season. Yeah, it's the first 2 episodes were really.
I'm never gonna remember their names.
I know it's.
Sung?
I remember them. I think
Sung.
It's just Chinese,
Jinwoo.
Korean.
His
Got
name's,
it.
his
Yikes,
name's
sir.
Jinwoo,
Got it.
and I remember the red-haired girl name was
Jui.
Jui.
Sung is probably like one of the most common Korean names, I think.
Yeah.
We have John over here in America. I think Sung is their John. So that'll be one of the easiest names to remember, I think. I don't know anyone else's names in that story, though.
I think I think it's their first names. I think their given name, or like their family names are first and their given names are last. I think that's how it is. Like Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-il.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see what you're saying.
So it might be his names might be Jinwoo, and his last name's Sung, or his family name as they call it.
Yeah, people always call him Sung, so I don't know. Anyway, Solo Leveling's good. I've read a good portion of the manhwa. I was originally under the impression that there's only going to be like 6 total volumes of the manhwa, so I got excited about it probably 2.5 years ago at this point, and I started collecting them because I basically picked them all up for half off. They're $20 MSRP. I was getting for $10 typically. And then after I bought volume 5, I noticed that the number went from 6 to like, I don't know, it was a higher number, and I was just like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be getting them for half off like I used to anymore because the series is getting more popular and all these things. And I didn't know if I was super interested in going farther with the series. I've literally only read up to volume 4. I've never read the volume 5 that I have because I was planning on waiting for volume 6 and then binging the last 2. Lo and behold, we didn't get those, we did get those, but they went farther. Anyway, the anime showed up, and here we are. I don't need the manhwa anymore because this is definitely far better. It's it's scored by Hiroki Sawano.
Yeah.
So incredible music. Like nothing can really top that. It looks really good. A1 Pictures is doing a solid job with it. So, and they've already done pacing better from volume 1 of the manhwa, save for the fact that I feel like episodes 1 and 2 should have came out together. There was stuff in episode 1 that wasn't even in the manhwa, and so that was cool. It was cool to introduce new things earlier on. Overall, I think it's going to be a banger of a show.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a big rumor going around that it's going to get 24 episodes, so a 2-core instead of just the first 12, like it says right there. So maybe next season we might have more. Yeah, it could be a break or something like Mushoku Tensei or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Solo Leveling slaps.
Yeah.
And then we got. Oh, is it your?
Yeah, I think it is. We've got Sin Duality Noir Part 2.
Never watched part 1.
Nope.
I don't even think I've heard of part 1. I think I saw it on the anime list and say, "Oh, that's a show," and then forgot about it.
It says noir in the title. And every time I think of noir, I always think of LA Noir, and so I instantly go like mobsters and gangsters and kind of like shadiness, shady side of the law. And then I see that this tag says mecha sci-fi, and that alone is enough to intrigue me. But then there's 2 things that don't, and it's the fact that it's a part 2, and also the little orange frowny face doesn't really help its case right now for me either. So, once again, another one that I probably will not be jumping onto. Now we have Tales of Wedding Rings. Now, this seems like it's a part of the Tales series.
It's not.
It's
No,
not.
I'm watching this one.
It's not. You're watching it.
Yeah.
I'm watching it too. I read the manga.
It's very fan servicey.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I guess it is listed as an ecchi.
Yeah.
Based on that picture, I would not assume ecchi.
It has censored and uncensored versions.
Pod and unpod?
Yeah, it has pod and unpod. I haven't seen anything yet, but I don't.
There's a blink and you miss shot of nipples in the first episode, but that's about it.
I must have missed it then.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm going to watch this. Like, I'm 2 episodes in, and basically the main boy falls in love with a girl in his life, and then she's like, "Hey, I'm leaving," and so she goes through a portal thing, and he's like, "Well, damn, I guess I'm gonna go with you." And now he's in the world she's from, and he has to marry.
Conveniently, it's during the summertime.
Yeah, he has to marry all of those girls because they all have magical rings, and he's the ring king.
He's the ring bearer.
The rings bearer.
The point where they're in the manga, it's like just do it with all of them already.
Oh, it's one of
It's
those.
like slowly, and he's slowly doing them with them.
So it's like
Yeah,
a,
the
it's like a
manga's still
slow
going.
burn
It should have ended a while ago. It's one of those romance things where it's like you should have ended a long time ago.
I don't know how telling this is, but it has a 63% and it's number 24.
I think it's for people who read the manga. They were really hyping it, and then the people who actually watched it were like, eh.
This probably isn't as horny as the other one.
Chain Soldier.
Unless
Yeah,
it's, I guess I don't know. What do you
I don't know where
think?
Tales of Wedding Ring is, and as of episode 2 of
Oh,
Chain Soldier, it doesn't even.
I'm pretty sure Chain Soldier's gonna get hornier.
Yeah.
Where the first episode showed nipples real quick, like it took a while for the artist to finally show nipples.
In Chain Soldier, like, it gets pretty graphic at times. Like, I don't know if it gets that graphic in this manga at all. Do you know, Thane? Not really, or
It gets graphic later. Like I said, like it doesn't take till like
gotcha.
40 or 50 chapters
So
to show
maybe.
nipples.
I feel like it's very lewd, though. I feel like Chain
Yeah.
Soldier is going to be far more lewd feeling. Anyway, let's move on.
Next we got Dangers in My Heart season 2. It's back. The show I thought would suck is actually really good.
The show is the
Yeah.
reason that I'm not watching other rom-coms, essentially. Because I don't need any, because I've got one of the best ones of the
Yeah.
season right here.
They're so cute.
It's really good. I'm quite surprised that I ended up liking it. As you might have known from the previous time that this show was a season 1, me and Thane were both very surprised that it ended up being good, even though we thought it was going to be absolutely terrible.
Next, we have the Demon Prince of Momochi House.
I don't know anything about this.
I don't know either.
She looks very young.
Yeah, she does. That's another one that I, you know.
Not very often do we see boys with cat ears in anime.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. We don't, Sky. We need some justice for boy cat ear
Yeah.
boys. Cat ear boys.
It looks
Yeah.
like It looks like
Yeah.
Fruits Basket. All right.
That it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Next up, The Fire Hunter season 2.
Ooh.
It's got a little red frowny face, and it's a season 2. I won't lie that key art, as like cool as it looks, it's also really hard to see from a distance.
Yeah.
It's very a lot of empty space.
It looks unfinished.
It looks unfinished.
Probably like the show. Like the when you look at I saw the previews, like, whoa, this art style looks cool, but then you look at the ratings, like, huh, must not be like really all that good. Like, but some websites, they like gave it a really high score. It's like, should I watch it? I decided I was gonna pick it to catch up. I was like, nah, I don't think so. Maybe I'll pick it for a season to watch, and we'll see how it is. But yeah, I don't know. Let's move on. The Foolish Angel dances with the devil. I don't know anything about this.
I don't either, but I'm much more interested all of a sudden because I need more shows, really. And like this is the one that looks like it could be okay. But that 62% is not doing a
Yeah.
lot of justice, is it?
Looks like I said, delicious in dungeon.
Oh shoot, yeah, okay. I'll probably pick that one up
Yeah.
then, Thane. I'll probably pick that one up. Sorry,
All right.
Foolish of Angel Devil Dance. Kind
Yeah.
of just crapped on you there for a second, didn't we?
Okay, the next one's a mouthful. The Strongest Tanks Labyrinth Raids. A tank with the rare 9,999 resistance skill got kicked from the hero's party.
That's way too many skill points. it's kind of funny when games do that, but like you're never gonna get to that point where you have 9,999. If the game ever gives it, hell, you're probably not even get to 99.
I maxed out HP on like my tanks and Xenoblade almost every time.
Yeah, but like,
9999.
are you gonna do it for all the other stats?
Oh, you can't. The way they make it says you can't.
Oh.
You just be like basically pick a stack you want to max out. And for my tanks, I always did HP because it looked cool to see the 9999.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't ever play games long enough to do that. I beat them and then that's it.
Yeah, that's a lot. Like, you don't play games that long, but this is just another. We're in the game.
I guess another one like Pokemon. I don't think you can get to 999. I don't think it'll let you. I think the highest you've ever had in HP is like a Blissey that Dynamaxes in Sword and Shield, and even that was like up to 600 or 700, and that was the highest I think it ever went.
Sounds like genetics.
Yeah, honestly, genetics have a lot to do with it. Pokemon, anyway.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of type
Their
you catch. Yeah.
their stats, their EVs, IVs, things like that. All right, next up, the weakest tamer began a journey to pick up trash. Oh shoot, he's picking up trash. Let's go, just like
that's a
me,
girl.
looking for shows to. Oh shoot, she's picking up trash, just like me, looking for shows to watch this season. That was the joke I was trying to get to. It didn't land. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. This show. They can't make that in the title, right? They can't put the weakest tamer. That doesn't sound fun just to begin with. Like, picking up trash sounds funny, but, like, I don't know. I don't know what they want. That's it.
Alright.
That's all I got, unless you guys have something to say.
Nope. It's another generic fantasy. Next we got The Witch and the Beast. I actually watched this one. It's okay, I guess.
Is it cute?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Oh, you're watching.
I bought the manga. I bought volume 1 on a whim one time, and I read it. And I was like, "Wow, this is interesting." Never bought any more.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to sell it, but the anime is, I don't know, like episode 1. I was like, "Yeah, it's like how I read."
The main chick's very
colors.
angry. I don't know if I like that. The main dude is just a cool dude. Those two are not like the characters in the anime. I don't know who those are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Those aren't the main characters?
I don't know why they're showing them.
Yeah, those are two totally different characters. Like
That's pretty funny.
Like, the main characters do have the same color scheme, but I'm pretty sure those are two different characters.
Unless that's like
A prologue or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because the main girl is a lot shorter than that.
Yeah. And the main dude, like, he has black hair, but it's like slicked back. So
He also walks around with a coffin.
Yeah.
And I don't really see it. It could be that on his back.
Yeah.
So maybe this is like later on. They start looking like this.
I think these are just two separate characters, maybe.
The first episode's very dark, mind
Yeah.
you. Like it's a dark show.
Yeah, it gets dark. It gets dark, but
So, Sky, did you watch it out of curiosity, basically?
Kinda.
Like you're
well,
like
I
the
read,
manga.
Yeah, I read volume 1. I kind of want to see where it goes, I guess.
I see. Nice.
we'll see where it goes.
Next, we have the wrong way to use healing magic.
There's-
Beautiful.
How do you do a wrong way to use healing unless you throw it at the enemies?
Yeah, maybe they're healing the bad guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm curious enough, right? An ordinary walk home from school turns into an epic journey for Usato after suddenly being dropped into another world with two fellow students. Usato learns he was summoned there by accident, but things turn around when he discovers a unique hover over the mouse. A unique aptitude for healing magic. Now he trains beyond human limitations using his self-healing abilities to gain absurd strength and rival stamina. So he just heals himself. He just heals and heals and heals himself, and so he can just tank every hit. It's like Kirito when he's like on that bridge, remember? And he's getting sliced up. He's like, I'm healing faster than you can do damage to me. And they're like, ah! You know? It's like that, right? Yeah. I'll watch it. I'm just kidding. I don't know if I'm going to watch it.
It's got a surprisingly high rating.
It doesn't look
considering
terrible.
what we've seen.
Honestly, as good as isekais get, this one doesn't look too bad. It's got an interesting premise, but I know how these interesting premise isekai go. It's gonna get bad after season or episode 5.
This one's got a green, just a few points above the last one with Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy Season 2. but
It's
it's a
got that season 2 again, though.
Yeah. And,
Dang.
And if season 1's any longer, this one's supposed to be longer, but if season 1's just as long, then yeah, that's kind of sucks for the backlog. I mean,
It's
I'm
an
already trying to
isekai,
watch.
too.
I'm already trying to watch 2 other 25 episode shows. I might put one on hold, but we'll get to that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking of, I heard the Urusei Yatsura opening playing. Is that
Yeah.
one of them you're trying to watch?
Yeah, I might
Opening
put it on
slaps
hold
so
for,
hard.
I might put it on hold for Classroom of the Elite because
Yeah.
like, I don't know if I'm in the mood for this.
Fair. Urusei Yatsura is fun.
Yeah.
And speaking of,
Say season 3. Urusei Yatsura season 3. It's season 2. Was
Look, it even says the second season up there.
what?
Somebody goofed.
Somebody goofed.
That's just a mess up. on
yeah,
their
that's a
part.
mess up.
Yeah,
So
it's-
is she like the original waifu? Like,
Pretty much.
She's like one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the OGs. I haven't watched episode 1 yet of this, by the way. I'm definitely going to. Season 1 was fun.
Yeah.
I really like the modernization of it, to be honest. Like, I remember seeing a bunch of people would post like the side by sides of the original anime, like on Reddit and stuff, and like it looks fine, but it's an old anime. I really like the colors that they did
Yeah.
for this show, and like the different shortcuts and things that they did for some of the storytelling based on those side by sides I was just talking about. But I don't know. I like Urusei Yatsura. Lum's
Yeah.
cute. I like all the other girls. They're cute too.
She got
So-
a nice butt.
Ataru's funny. I
Yeah.
like him. He dresses so good too, dude. I'm jealous
Yeah.
of his drip.
Got the Riz.
he's rizzed up.
Does
dude.
not have
He does
the
not have the
Riz.
Riz. He's only got Lum. Lum's the only one that likes him. All the other
Yeah.
girls hate him. But his whole thing is like he doesn't like Lum. He likes the other girls.
Nice.
But it's really funny because every now and then you get cute moments between Lum and Ataru, and it's like, oh shoot, maybe they do got something. All right, next up.
Villainous level 99. I may be the hidden boss,
Another
but I'm not the demon lord.
another villainous show.
Let's
Is that
go.
2 this season? I guess we had like
These have to do like really well for them to just continually make them, right?
Hey,
yeah.
last time we had a good one. Like
That's
last
true.
season was an absolute banger. This one looks like it could be interesting. I like the art style already.
It's got that 69.
Nice. And now we've got Wonderful Precure, another Precure series.
21st installment.
It looks like magical girls.
21st. Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
is.
it's manufactured magical girls. Like they just turn this stuff out.
21st
like Power Rangers.
season, essentially, of Precure. That's crazy.
Toei also does Power Rangers, and they also do Kamen Rider, and they do, or Kamen Rider, I don't know. And they do Digimon. They just turn stuff out. Like it's just a churning factory.
Based
for
on
them.
that, episode 1 hasn't even aired yet. It's
Yeah.
got 20 days before it airs, so
Yeah,
interesting.
it's a late starter.
Well, that's the main season. Let's scroll down and just pick up the rest of the leftovers
Mhm.
and stuff that we haven't talked about yet.
I also have a few shows that weren't on there for some reason.
They'll probably be around here somewhere.
Chofusu Kenshi. These are short we don't watch short animes. I watched a few back on when they had them on Crunchyroll, but what's that dinosaur one? That looks awful.
that looks like the
The
weird
ultimate battle.
crappy CGI from
Yeah.
like 2003.
So bad.
I like it.
Power Rangers CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a few Theater of Darknesses back in the day. They're not good.
So here are the leftovers. We'll just run through them. We got Beyblade X, Captain Tsubasa Junior Youth Arc, Dog Signal, Firefighter Daigo, Rescuer in Orange, Freer Beyond Journey's End, Ragna Crimson. Is that the one you dropped, Sky?
Yeah.
Shangri-La Frontier, The Apothecary Diaries, The Diary of Ochibi-san, The Seven Deadly Sins, Four Nights of the Apocalypse, and Undead Unluck.
Wow.
There should be the OVAs or
There's a movie.
ONAs or something
Movies
at
right
some
here.
point. I don't think there's any.
Wait,
oh,
go
here we
back.
go.
Wait.
Oh, go up.
Go up. You want to see something? Right there. Boom.
Hey.
Yeah, Kong Min. It's
a
the
summary of
it's
the
the
first
summary
season.
movie.
So if this does well, we might get a season 2. Also, a new Madoka Magica sequel coming out after Rebellion. That
What-
one could.
What is this little cursed lion?
I don't know.
Oh, I should have asked this during our little
Oh, that's
break.
the lion. That's the lion that like's on the toilet and it poops and it's like got the little handle. I saw that.
We'll get to it in
video.
a second. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's I saw that video. That's
All
probably
right.
that lion. Right
Here are
there.
the OVA
Tiger.
ONA specials and stuff. We've got Iu Kyoshitsu. Don't know.
OVA.
Elemon. Don't know. Looks like an actual
education
kid show. Yeah. Fluffy Paradise. Don't know.
I'm watching
Next
that.
one.
I'm gonna drop it.
Oh.
It's just about a little girl that animals really like her.
It's weird.
We got Great Pretender. Now, Great Pretender is one of those shows I've always wanted to watch, but it's 24 episodes,
Yeah.
and so I just never have. Or else I would have already picked it by now for this show. Monsters 103 Mercies
It's
Dragon Damnation.
It's like a one shot from Oda, and so they're finally animating it.
Oh, I see.
So it could be good.
The Unwanted Undead Adventurer.
I'm watching that one as well. It's really fun. Just a guy dies but doesn't. He starts as a skeleton, and the more things he kills, he becomes human again.
Damn, she got big titties. Sorry.
And then
Hey.
Watashi no Shiwase na Katachi.
That's free. That's supposed to be what's it called? Happily Married or My Happy Marriage. It's supposed to be a special.
I see. That's cool.
An unaired episode. Build with the special edition of the 8th My Happy Marriage light novel volume.
Nice. Well, that does it. That's the whole season, pretty much. I think we've covered everything based on this list anyway. If there's something else we
snow
missed.
ahead.
but-
Oh my god, living here sucks in the wintertime.
I think even just looking at this list, the season overall is very average.
It's crazy how like this season the absolute bangers are absolute bangers, but everything else is just like
It's the
season of
winter
anime.
season. It's the winter season, like January for movies and games. Just
Pitter patter.
I feel like last winter season was fun though. Like I remember.
Wasn't Chainsaw Man last winter?
no, that was
Mm-mm.
fall.
It was fall. It was right before
Fall
winter.
usually has like the big hitters.
Yeah,
like
that's
the
true.
like just like the gaming industry, the holiday hits.
Oh, sorry about that table bump. So one thing I forgot to mention is we're gonna be picking a new show to watch this week. Based on that smile, I really hope it's you, Sky, because
It's me.
I do not have that. Good, I'm glad it's you.
Yeah.
So for the next 2 weeks, we'll be watching whatever Skylar has picked for us to watch, and we'll be talking about it next time. So without further ado, Skylar, what did you pick for us to watch?
I don't remember the name.
Oh no!
Oh my
Can
god!
I go run to my computer?
He'll be back in just 1 second. In the meantime, Thane, why are the carryovers the shows that are the bangers? Why are there
'Cause
no
they're from the
bangers
fall
this time?
season.
Is that the only reason?
Yeah, probably.
Dude, Apothecary Diaries and Free Rent are so freaking good. I can't get enough of them. I know what's going to happen in Free Rent. I've read the manga, but it's still so good. And then when Apothecary Diaries is done, I'm probably going to read that manga too because it's
Yeah.
super fun.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just the winter season. They just kind of front load it with the average shows.
I'm curious about last winter season. So I'm going to do a quick look at that.
Yeah.
2023 winter anime season. Because this is 2024's winter. So 2023's anime winter season. Oh, we had The Angel Next Door. I remember that. That was an okay one. We had a My Hero season.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some kind of dumpy.
Yeah.
No doubt. Nothing like crazy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Skylar has returned to us. Skylar, what did you decide was our show
Started
for this
Vinland
time?
Saga that season, and that was really good.
I just didn't remember what the beginning of it was, so I had to go look it up. It's called Serial Experiments Lain.
Oh, Lane.
Lain,
You
yeah.
picked Lane for
Yeah.
us. Okay.
So I've never seen it.
I was gonna pick this show eventually because I was waiting for it to come on Crunchyroll, but it's stuck on Funimation. So if you want to watch on Funimation, I guess you could.
So, this show, I've not watched it, but from what I understand, it's one of those shows, like
It's a
the
psychological
those what are they called, like
paranoia agent type.
yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
meaning more like it defines that era of anime
Yeah.
kind of a
Oh,
show. Like
okay.
people really like look at it and go, "Oh, one of your favorite shows is Lane." okay,
Yeah.
kind of like Angels of Death is kind of where I'm going with it.
Oh no.
No.
I
This
think it's
one's
supposed
a
to be good
classic.
though. Like it's a
Yeah.
classic.
Oh.
But like I feel like it's like those kind of shows like
Yeah.
oh you like that's your favorite show. I see what you like now.
The
okay.
90s definitely had a look to it. And this is one of those shows.
One
where
of
it's
our
like-
friends has been begging me to watch this with him for months and months and months. So I said, okay, I'm going to pick it on the show. And I told him this like a month and a half ago when we had all the different
Yeah.
episodes we were doing. So
Yeah, so that'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
I've never watched it. I've just heard many a thing every time people bring it up. They go, "Oh, that show." So
Yeah.
I don't know what to think, honestly.
From what I looked up, the only place you can watch it right now is Funimation, even though they're trying to get rid of that. I don't know why they haven't carried over all the anime to Crunchyroll. But if you want to do that, which I don't recommend, I guess you could just go do it by other means.
You could find some other
Yeah.
places to
or
watch
buy
the
a
show,
physical copy of it,
which
maybe.
would probably be incredibly overpriced because of how old the show
Yeah,
is.
it's pretty old. But if maybe ask hey Crunchyroll, could you just bring this over? I don't want to pay for Funimation. You guys are killing this off anyways. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, that does it. That
Uh-huh.
is our show. That is our 2024 winter season preview. We hope you guys enjoyed. What shows are you guys watching? Let us know in the comments. I'm probably going to start Delicious in Dungeon, so I'll have another show to add to my list. I really didn't have many. Even going over this list with you guys, I was even more so like, dang, I really didn't pick that many. Because you guys just kept going, yeah, I'm watching that. I'm watching that. I'm like, nope. But anyway, thank you guys again. We hope you guys have a great life. We'll see y'all in the next one.
bye.